And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard. On first down, Lawrence. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Mecole Hardman, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. Well, we saw Trevor Lawrence take plenty of deep shots in his days at Clemson, and he shows off that cannon of an arm here as a rookie at the NFL level. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 7-0.
Chargers, nothing. Harrison Butker, the kickoff for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Dante Pettis now from his end zone. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
2nd and 6. Henry running right. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. Throwing, Jones. Rolling to his right. He's got it complete. Derrick Henry. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. A 3rd down gain of 19. These two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3. This, the second meeting between these two division rivals. You might recall they met earlier in the year. A first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Now Jones. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. A gain of 6 there on first. Charles, Thursday night game. I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
22 yards there, a first down. Back to throw. Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
Second and 10. Now Jones apparently a little unsure of everything here, so he steps back and signals for timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
They can't stop us, man.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal? That's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. And his kick here is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the year.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially open the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1 play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1 play drive is exactly what you want on offense.
It got his man complete. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. Well, we saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Well-timed effort there by Derwin James. A sack from his safety position.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last game.
Under pressure, they got him again.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Need something for deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Throw, Lawrence. And he's got Hardman in the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. Hardman, his 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership. And leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win. But we have the resources we need right here in this room. let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together and shock the world a little bit. Put it all together, they've got a chance of coming out with a W.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Off play action. Jones. And this is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. Jones. He's got it to Williams. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first. They go play action here on first down. A check down here for Henry. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 to first-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. Jones under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Aaron Donald able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now on third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Off the play fake. Jones steps away. It's complete to Cook. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Jared Cook, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Chargers are able to make this a close game again.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is down to 4. Kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And they are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you take a losing streak into a quick turnaround game like this?
It certainly is, because you don't get time to work on the issues that you've had throughout the season that caused you to have the record that you're having. You can't really get those set. So now you're trying.
He's got him in, complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points.
For Mecole Hardman, I mean, he was the only guy with 2 of the top 10 fastest runs in all of 2019, and he's showing that that was no fluke. He was moving there.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, block movements, sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
Dante Pettis now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
The Charger drive about to get going. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent.
Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
This hasn't been their cleanest first half of football. Last thing they wanted to do was give it up to the opposition, but able to keep it as it goes out of bounds.
Yeah, tough first half, no doubt about it. But if they turn it over there, now things turn a little how would you say it, dire, and they didn't need that hassle at all. So being able to take care of the football is paramount. Fortunate bounce for them there in order to retain it.
13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well. Off the draw, here's Williams. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, Jones. And complete right side to Cook. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Off play action, Jones.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr.
And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. He has just been a load for opposing offenses to account for. Now 8 interceptions on the year.
I love that number because I always think of center field. You know, when I hear 8, because that's the position you write in the scorecard in baseball. And what do good center fielders do? Take away all the alleys, right? They range deep and make a whole lot of great catches.
Now Lawrence on 1st down.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown.
Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
His 11th touchdown of the year.
And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead is up to 18 now.
Chiefs 28, Chargers 10. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Dante Pettis now from his end zone.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jones dancing to his left. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across.
And the run game, he's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. Here's Jones on 1st down. Flushed out right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down. Off the play fake, Jones. Incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Off play action, Jones. He's going to air one out.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr.
And he is all the way up past the 25.
And, Charles, you know, it seems like sometimes when you fall down early, there can be a tendency there to try and get it all back in one fell swoop. And that time, that thinking leads to an interception.
And I believe you brought up a really good point there, Brandon, because you try and force plays, right? You try and get all back in one shot, just as you mentioned there. And you know you're going to need some big plays to get back into the game. But ultimately, you really can't force what isn't there.
And the pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
On 2nd down, a run with Edwards-Helaire.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
On play action, Lawrence.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything. On 4th down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City.
The speedster Dante Pettis back deep to return. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. 51 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And some space here. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
46 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
And Derrick Henry with the ball in his hands, what a sight to behold, because power and speed involved in every touch for him. Coming off another spectacular season with the Titans, he became the first since LaDainian Tomlinson in 2006 and 2007 to win 2 straight rushing titles, and he did it with style too. Just the 8th man to top 2,000 yards and the first since Adrian Peterson in 2012. He has his sights set on another 2,000-yard season.
Antoine Winfield up from the secondary with the tackle.
From the 16, Jones. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. On 3rd down, Henry. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the first, right around the 15. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. They'll roll him out right.
And Jones will hit the deck here, and he is able to pick up the 1st down.
Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Off the bootleg, Jones. Buying time to his left. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Daniel Jones, as the first half is winding down.
And the Chargers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit.
Chargers 17.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence.
Flush to his right. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
And that last throw, Charles, an important one stat-wise for this young rookie. It puts him over 4,000 yards passing for the season.
And you think about some of the great seasons by rookie quarterbacks in recent vintage. How about Andrew Luck in 2012 with 4,374 yards? Cam Newton had a big rookie year. So did Robert Griffin III. And how about Justin Herbert in 2020? He hit the league with a splash.
Lawrence's throw pulled in by Robinson here.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Chiefs on top. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Charger drive about to get going.
And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
He dumps it off for Henry. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now fourth down. Forced out to his left. Oh, Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. It's Desmond Trufant. Tough one there. First drive of the 3rd quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
Clyde Edwards-Helaire is a do-it-all back, and he did plenty on that run. And as a rookie, 803 yards rushing for the season, and Kansas City may look to up his workload a little bit in year 2. The last pick of the first round in 2020, he more than justified that selection with his ability to run the football and catch it out of the backfield.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down.
That's caught left side by Hardman. And he's got room. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman with touchdown number 20 on the year. And thanks to the interception, the Chiefs offense cashes in with 6.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game, so they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
Dante Pettis now from his end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Charger drive about to get going.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window? And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Boy, that's tough, Charles. First play of the drive, you're hoping to stay ahead of schedule. You take that huge sack, and now you're facing 2nd and a mile.
And the entire time, you were probably thinking the same thing I was. Either get rid of the ball, safely, of course, or go down. The yardage he gave up on that play.
It's now 3rd down and goal.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Off the play fake, Jones. Now he's going to go up top over the middle. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And they'll get him down here at about the 42.
2nd down and 3.
Thornhill on the tackle. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Now movement up front. I think they're going to get one of the Charger linemen. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. They were looking good on 2nd down, but now they're backed up 5 yards by the false start, and it's 2nd and 8. Off play action, Jones. And his throw is incomplete. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. And that'll make it 3rd down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Escaping the pressure right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers, and the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
They go play action with Lawrence.
Being chased out left. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
Great vision there by Lawrence as he scrambles for a 1st down. They go play action now. Lawrence.
Eluding the pressure right. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
From the shotgun, Lawrence.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Boy, Charles, that time he took a bad situation and made it worse.
Yeah, you're almost putting together a nice little song there, aren't you? Because it's something you'll see from young quarterbacks. They have that tendency to retreat backwards instead of stepping up in the pocket.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. A nice return that time of about 14 yards.
And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory. but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
We'll see what his offense can do. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Off the bootleg. Jones out to his left. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again, Jones. They set up the screen for Henry. Room here to run. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 22-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. Now a play fake here on first down. Steps away to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range, and guess what? They've got a shot.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down. Back to throw. Jones. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive. Sliding out of the pocket. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and...
They'll look to throw again. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. Decent gain on the scramble at 6, but now it's 4th. Oh, they'll run the option right. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Daniel Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Chargers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Now the Charger offense will stay on the field as they'll line up to go for the 2-point try. They'll look to run for it with Williams.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball. After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
And he powers his way up past the 30. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now as he's on here to punt it away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Second time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds, saved him from a turnover.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Brings up the 3rd down and
1. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. This one swung out to Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down. Off the play fake. Jones. Flush to his right. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. Off play action. Jones. He'll buy some time right. Going deep here for Allen. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to look deep down the field. They've got his man complete. And this will set them up nicely deep down at KC territory. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. Escaping the pressure right. Give him 9 on the scramble there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and just a couple of inches.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Gabe Davis. And
his second touchdown on the season.
And the Chargers have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So just over 90 seconds to play, and this would figure to be about as critical as it gets here. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. They have to love seeing that from their young quarterback here in the fourth quarter, able to further that lead with a touchdown pass.
He didn't go turtle, did he? And you know what I mean by that. I had an old coach used to say all the time, hey, when we have a lead late, don't just tuck in and try and ride it out. Go out and play and extend the lead. And that's what he did.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Dante Pettis now from his end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
Now Jones
rolling to his right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got a man complete. And all the way to the opposite 45.
To throw is Jones.
And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Jones.
They'll roll him out right. First down and much more here for Jones.
And Jones will hit the deck here, and he is able to pick up the first down.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go.
Here's Jones.
Going for it all. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Jones.
Sliding out of the pocket. He'll have a first down inside the 10.
And Jones will hit the deck here, and he is able to pick up the first down.
Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A big offense.